Good afternoon, it's just 1:15 on the 18th of June. I'm just heading back over to the little pool for the afternoon. Got a few hours free, thought I'd give it a bit of a go. I went over to Jubilee Pools yesterday because I'm fishing there with a friend shortly and I hadn't been for a little while. So I had a trip over there, had one tench and a few small perch. I spoke to a lot of other people while I was doing my walk round, and it seemed to be quite slow on the back pool. I think the carp fishing's a little more prolific on the front pool, so that's probably what we'll end up doing. But as I said, quite slow over there, so I thought I'd come over the little pool again today. I thought about the river, but I think I'll wait for some of the flood water to run off. I'm going to take a look at it while I'm out over here today. It's only just down the road from where I'm going to be fishing. See what the condition of it's like. And I did contemplate going down the canal for a few hours because I've got a load of casters that I bought, and I was going to do some caster and hemp fishing for roach, but decided I'd leave that today, come over the little pool. Anyway, I've got quite a way to go, I've got about a 40-minute journey, so I'll leave you here and I'll talk to you guys when I've got set up. I've got two outfits with me today. I'm only going to fish one at a time, but I'm going to have a little bit of a change. So I've got the slider float set up that I fished the other day. So up the line I've got two stop knots, I've got a small plastic bead that slides up and down against the stop knots. Has to be plastic, not rubber, because rubber you get the friction and the line doesn't slide through it. I've got a 4BB float that's free running, and I'll run up to the stop knots obviously when I've set the depth. I've got a 4BB here, and then down towards the hook, probably about 4 inches from the hook, I've got two number 4, which is the equivalent of a BB, and I'm just going to have them just off bottom so the bait's resting. So I've got 6 pound main line, 6 pound fluorocarbon hook length, I've got a size 12 hook, and I'm going to fish that with the centre pin just in front of me here, just past these weeds that are in front of me. And then on this other outfit, and I'll be using luncheon meat and hemp on that, and then on this other outfit I've got a little 1 gram loaded float that's locked on to the line with a couple of float stops, and then I've got about 4 number 8 just bulked around where the float is, and one about 8 inches from the hook, and I'm going to set that at about 3 feet deep to start off with, and I'm going to fish that out towards the middle, and I'm going to fire casters round that. No hemp or anything, just casters. And what I'm hoping to do is to pick up some good fish up in the upper layers of the water, because although it's raining, it's quite muggy today, and I've seen quite a bit of activity on the surface. I'm the only one on the lake at the moment, and when I arrived I had a good look round, because obviously for the first time I've got a complete choice of where I want to fish. So I had a good look around, and I've seen some carp down at that end of the lake. I saw some carp here in this swim round by these weed that's in front of me in this patch of lilies here, and the end where I was fishing the other day, there's also a lot of fish there, but there's a lot of fish up in the water. So I'm going to fish casters on that. That's to 3 pounds straight through, and I've got a little size 18 on there, and I'm going to fish a single or a double caster on there, and as I said, set it to about 3 foot deep and probably go out rod length or so. So I'll put that one away for the moment because I don't need that just yet. And what I'm going to do is I'll bait up, keep this inside swim baited up with luncheon meat and hemp, and then get fish in the casters further out. That's why I've been able to put the camera over the other side for the moment. But as soon as somebody else turns up, I'll probably have to bring it across. I shall have to go back and check it in a minute anyway and make sure that it's recording. So down this inside here, just beyond the weed in the shadow of the tree that's in front of me and in line with the tree over the other side, I'm just going to put some hemp, and I'll keep putting about 15-20 grains out all the time. I'm going to break up some luncheon meat into very small cubes, and I shall keep feeding that spot there, and then alternating between the two methods as I go through the rest of the day. So if we get any activity close in, if I start seeing some bubbles or whatsoever, I'll get the float back in there. As you can see, the camera and I have taken refuge under the umbrella at the moment because it really is peeing it down. It's supposed to be showers with sunny spells, but I don't see much sun anywhere. But it's going to change after about 6 o'clock anyway, so I won't be hiding here for too long, hopefully, and by the time it stops raining it should just be about right. So I've come back to the inside now and I'm just fishing a rod on the inside. It went very, very quiet fishing on the drop shallow out there anyway. I think the rain tended to push the fish down a little bit. So I've decided to come back and fish this line here. I can't really float fish further out anyway, casting with the umbrella here. And I'm not sitting outside of it because it's decidedly grim out there. Anyway, when I get something, I'll talk to you in a bit. Just got the float rod out, the rain's eased up a little bit. Finally, it's stopped raining, so I can actually get back to fishing. Another angler's turned up down there. Shove the umbrella out the way for the moment. Put that at the back to dry. But I'll say this, now that it's stopped raining, there's awful lot of fish activity. As I said, I caught a few perch and then a few roach earlier. It was interesting, I caught the roach when the bait seemed to have passed the perch. The perch were really in the upper layer, and it didn't take very long at all before I was getting bites. Aha, here we are. I wondered where they've got to. There's one. No, another little perch. As good fun as this is, I'd like to know where the bigger fish are. Yeah. Right. As good fun as it is catching endless perch, I think it's about time I tried for something a little bit bigger. As I said, I thought I'd get some of the bigger fish up on the top here. Perhaps a chub would be feeding up on the surface, or some of the better roach, but last cast out there, and then we'll come into the inside line for something. Well, took a little longer than I thought, but we do have us a fish. It is a carp. I was getting real funny bites for ages and ages, and then I'll see if I can get him quick before he gets stuck in this weed too much. He's woke up a little bit now. Keep the pressure on it and then let this come up. Looks a nice one though. Ooh. Oh. Oh. Come on, this time you're going to be mine. Come on, 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 come on. Yes. Got a lot of weed with it, but we got it. That's the main thing. Oh. Well, what a day. I've been rained on. I've caught nothing but small perch and roach. Oh, these are getting a bit lively. Hold still, and then finally I've caught this, which is absolutely stunning. Hold still, fella. Beautiful mirror. I've just weighed it, 13.6 lbs, so not too bad at all. He obviously doesn't like having his photos taken, but yes, on the float and the centre pin again. As I said, I really didn't think I was going to get anything today. I didn't think it was going to stop raining at one point, but it has. That's the main thing. Anyway, I'm going to get this put back and see if we can catch something else. Oof. It's a bit awkward getting down the banks to put these back. There he goes. Oh well, it's a bit of fun. Well, that was a bit of a scrap, I can tell you. Whoa. Anyway, I'm going to carry on fishing for a little while longer, but the chances of catching another one I'd have thought were pretty slim now, to be honest, after the mess it's just made of that. But yeah, what a day it's been. As I said, I've lashed it down with rain, as you've seen. Caught nothing but small perch, small roach. Couldn't seem to get anything big, and as I said, I kept getting these funny little bites on this rod down here. Nothing there when I struck into them. Tried hitting some of them, couldn't get anything, and then exactly the same sort of bite, and this time I connected. Just goes to show, doesn't it? Anyway, I'll give it another go for a little bit longer, but just in case I don't catch anything else, I'm going to wrap the vlog up here. So once again, thank you ever so much for watching, and until the next time, all the best with your angling.